Good Lord, man. Goodness, goodness, goodness. I got you, brother. You're muted.
There we go. I think we finally have it figured out.
I think we got it, dude. Uh, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, dude. I don't even know if it's still working, but I hope
Post
it
in the
does.
chat, you guys. If you guys see anything in the chat, post it. If you can't hear Wes.
So far, I can hear you, man. Everything seems good. Literally just had to unplug the interface and plug it back in. It's one of those things where it reminds me of the South Park episode where the internet goes out and you can't, and like everybody's panicking, freaking out, and all they had to do was unplug it and plug it back in. And
Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in?
you know, I wish I would have thought about that from the beginning, but the interface is acting weird. Like it's giving me some. There's red. I see red, so. I don't know. That's probably not good. Probably got to buy another one. So yeah, if you just want to go ahead and shoot me that over, I'll go get a new one.
Yeah. When Daddy gets home, we'll get that all straight.
Give me a new interface.
Yeah.
You know.
We may have to do that. We may have to invest in a new interface for the fam.
So guys, let's get to it, man. Thank you guys so much for being here. Sorry for the delay. We are getting back on track, man. We did take a little break for a little while. Got some new equipment, and I'm just being stupid. I'm trying to figure it out. But thank you guys so much for being here. We come to you live every Thursday to keep you updated, informed, entertained. And tonight's no exception, man. We're going to do that again tonight. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and do so. My name's Wes, and I'm joined with, as always, Siri Crypto. What's up, Siri? How you doing, man?
I'm doing very well, man. Hopefully, you guys can hear us and everything's straight. And like I said, if not, we will definitely have it sorted by next Thursday. But been doing good, man. Been doing some trades. So, I was giving you my update on, I was using too much leverage, and my P&L percentage rate was negative 97% last month, which means I basically lost 97% of all the trades I was making. But
Yeah.
really what happened was I just over leveraged on like two really big trades and it wiped me out. And I said, okay,
Yeah.
let me get smart. So now I'm negative 20% instead of negative 97, which means I've gone positive 70% over the last month, and I've been holding that number. And today, for the first time, I got even a little bit higher
Yeah.
percentage. So dude, I'm doing good. I farmed over 6 million in volume on lighter,
Damn, dude.
over 6 million in actual trading volume, and just dude,
You're above. Yeah, you're above me now, dude.
I'm starting to get the knack for the scalping. I really
Mhm.
love the 920 EMA. I've been watching the Wall
Yeah.
Street SMB Capital, which I know we were going to talk about some stocks tonight. GMB was looking forward to that too. My little Nissan been printing. So
Nissan has been running, dude. I saw
Nissan
that.
has been running, dude. It was at the bottom of a falling wedge and it just broke out. So I'm stoked about that. That was a very good play, and it feels good to also be out of crypto a little bit and be in stocks again. So
Yeah, little bit of safety net there is the way I see it, man. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we've been talking about that over the last year, is just kind of transitioning a little into uh I guess more risk off. I don't know. It's weird to even say that or to hear myself say that, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do, man. Like even if the cycle is, we can debate that all night. If the cycle is here, if we're going into a bear market, bull market, doesn't matter. At this point, we're down. What about 40% from the top, or we've gone down about 40% from the top. Doesn't matter. Either way, guys, you have to have a plan, whether we're going sideways, up, down, whatever. I mean, either way, there's got to be a strategy there, and there's got to be a plan. And taking some of that capital, taking some of that money out and going into stocks or cash for a little bit. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, dude.
well,
You don't have to be full time degen 24/7.
let me just be clear though. I did not take anything out and go into stocks. In other words, I'm holding on to everything I got, just like you guys are. I didn't take nothing out. Okay, I didn't roll
I
into
have.
stables. I didn't roll
I
into
fucking
stables. I
have. I
didn't
don't
do
care what
nothing.
anybody says.
Well, and I don't think that's a hideous move either. But what
No,
I'm
it's
saying
not,
is,
especially if
oh,
you're down 40%. So,
oh yeah. But see,
yeah. So I wish I would
if
have
you
took more.
That's
I
true.
wish I would have took
That's
more.
true. Now here's the thing: Tom Lee and your boy Raoul Powell. I can't say his name right. Which
Mm,
you got to take what he says with a grain of salt, because he's with them whales groups sometimes. But they're not. I know that they're using the stupid term super cycle, right? Nobody wants to hear that
yeah,
term.
I hate that term.
I don't like it either. But what I just call it is everybody is familiar with the rainbow chart. So the easiest way to explain, I just call it a leveling out. Like, in other words, instead of calling it a super cycle, what it is it's the natural leveling out process. Bitcoin's maturing. I mean, the crypto's maturing. It's got ETFs. We're on Wall Street now. It's not the same game it was. I don't want to say the cycles this time's different, but it's different in the fact that Wall Street was not here before. So that
Right.
you have to factor that in. And if you don't factor that in, you don't factor in macro, you're just doing yourself a disservice. Like, if you're an old school crypto guy, you should be adapting to everything and realizing, oh shit, it's not the same game. This isn't like we weren't even here for 2017. So like GMB knows about 2017. We missed that. We weren't here for that run. For ETH's ICO and all that craziness, like that must have been nuts.
Right.
So if you
Yeah, I
imagine
couldn't
just being
imagine.
in then till now, how much has changed? You can't
Yeah.
say that we're not changing, because from me and you's first cycle in 2020 till now, look at how much shit we've been through. Look at all
Yeah.
the
Been
sandbagging
through a lot.
free, the bear market, like everything has changed so much in like 4 years. So I
Yeah.
don't call it the super
Terra
cycle.
Luna.
I call it the
Jesus.
leveling out. We're in the
Yeah.
leveling out phase, but I don't know, man. If 60,000's our bear market, bro, then I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I think 60, if we went to 60,000, that would be about a 55% pullback from 126. So I think the biggest thing here is last week we talked about the 4-year cycle. Are we going into a bear market? Are we going into a bull market? If you didn't see it, go watch it last week's video. But this week, kind of like picking up where we left off, there he is. Picking up where we left off, though, now we need to say, all right, well, even if it is a bull cycle, even if we're in a bear market, even if we're going to go side, what are we going to do? So now it's good for us to kind of pick up and say, um, if we are in a bear market, what are we going to do? So if we go down, the average pullback on Bitcoin during its bull cycles, or the bear cycle, excuse me, the bear bottom was 15K last time. I want to say it was like 15 and some change,
Yeah,
16,000, something like that. But either way, the average pullback is in the 70s, 70 percentile range, right? We've had 80%, we've had 70%. So, somewhere in the 70 percentile range is the average pullback when we finally get a bottom. So like if 60,000, that's about a 55% pullback. So we have to keep that in the back of our minds. Yeah, 60,000 is is low, but man, we could go lower, dude, if we're just going off of like what's happened previously, which I don't see why we wouldn't. I mean, I would at least look for a 60 to 70% pullback. You know what I mean?
but
Expect the unexpected. It needs to be talked about, and these levels need to be looked at.
I agree with you on that. But I also, in that same fashion, I think the other thing that needs to be looked at is that if the market makers skip over that level until the end of this bull run, I would not throw that out. In other words, I would not say that we don't see 60K until after we get another huge run up, right? Who's to say we don't go back above 126 and see all-time highs before coming down? Because look, when I said we would go to 120, I said watch these market makers take us to 120 and then take us back down and fill that CME gap. And you saw what happened. I called that months in advance. I called that. I was one of the few people saying that. And it happened, and they did that. They took us up there, and then they took us right down. Now, who's to say they won't do that again? In other words, just bear with me. What if we don't see that 60K now? What if we don't go right into the bear? Now, what if we just keep grinding? You see how long we've been grinding at 89, 90,000, bro? We're just like straight sideways. What if they try to do that, hold us there, and then just go into 2026 sideways and slow up, and then
Yeah.
have the euphoria blow off, and then go down to that 60K? You also have to look at that. It's a game of what if.
Yeah, for
Nobody
sure.
really knows.
For
Nobody
sure. And
knows.
that's what I was saying, like picking up from our conversation last week. Now we can get over, is it a cycle? Are we like what market are we in? Oh, well,
Yeah,
now let's just make a plan
plan for
and
either way.
let's stick to it. Like whatever happens, this is what we're gonna do, right? And then we can look at these levels on the chart and we can say, all right, this is our plan, man. If we go here, let's do this. If we go there, let's do this. Because yeah, you're right, man. I think that I am in the camp of I'm not in the camp of we're gonna make a new all-time high before we drop to our bare low. I'm in the camp that I talked about October for a long time, topping out in October. So far, that is what it is, right? So far, October was the top. So now, in my opinion, I think we're going to come up and we're going to make a right shoulder and we're going to continue down and hit our bear target, bottom out. And then, that'll be in 6 to 8 months, dude. It'll happen so fast. Right. But then we continue up, we keep grinding up, and that's when everything comes back in. 74K has to be the bottom.
Let's
'Cause
show
tomorrow,
that. That's a good comment.
yeah,
And Wes, can you do me a favor? Can you also pull up a screen and put us on the side? Like maybe pull up Twitter for a second or something,
I can pull up a chart.
or just go jump into a chart. But yeah, go ahead and read that comment first. That's a
Okay.
good comment.
This is from Court. 74. Thanks for being here, Court. 74,000 has to be the bottom because tomorrow they turn on the money printer for every month up until April. 40 billion every month until tax season. Bullish. I'm buying the dips. And I think
Love
that's
it.
smart, dude. Buy the dips. Buy them, eat them up. But listen, I remember talking about this last time, the last cycle. We kept saying, well, 30K is going to be the bottom. No, 40 and then 30. And then we're like, all right, maybe 20K because that's the previous all time high from before. And then what do? We just kept going down, down, down. So we have to expect the unexpected. 74,000, if that's going to be our bottom for the bear market, I'm all for it, man. Like, let's do it because I'm excited. That makes me excited. Like 74K, I would love to eat up some $74,000 Bitcoin and continue up. But I don't know, man. I think we need to also look at the other side of it as well.
I
Um,
agree. I agree with both of you guys. I think those levels are crucial. I think 70,000 is what Wall Street's eyeing. Michael Saylor, all those guys are talking about 70K. So I think that's a very good base camp. All my levels come around 70K. If you
yeah,
extrapolate where we should correct to, they all say we should come down to 70K. There is, I will say this. I'll give you my baseline floor where I don't, and even this, you can't say you don't know if whatever happened because
right.
crypto's crazy. But 37,800 to 38,700. Remember that? Remember those levels?
Hmm. Yep.
That level for me is the cement floor of like.
See, and I like that. I think that's smart. I think
I
you have
think
to
that's
look
the
at that.
cement floor that we don't ever go under unless whoever runs that floor, because you got to think of the levels as market makers own the floors of the building. We're in a huge
Mm,
building. The whales own certain floors, okay? And they can decide when they want to go whoop and open that floor, whoop, and close it. So
mm,
whoever owns that, or the collective conscious of people that own it at 38K, that's a huge support resistance
yeah.
level. Major, major. So I don't see us ever being lucky enough to go below that. But at the same time, you get another Black Swan event, you get another 19 Rona, some weird shit. Who
Yeah.
knows,
Something
man?
like that
Who
could happen.
knows?
Now there was to because Court, she might have she I'm not sure. Sorry if I get it wrong, but they might have watched this because I know there was a live what's it called with the president earlier talking, and he was talking about all this. He was talking about the economy and wanting to cut more. He's like, dude, let's do a full percentage point. And I'm like, it probably wouldn't be the best idea. But like maybe they know something that I don't. Maybe I didn't hear something, I didn't catch something. Maybe there's some new news that could change all this. It doesn't look like the price is spiking on anything major, but I know that we know Jerome Powell's going to be out. We know that he's trying to approach it. He doesn't want to shift the market too crazy with anything he says. Everybody's hanging on every word. And like we know he's going to be out. Didn't you say April or something, sometime in April? So I'm almost thinking like maybe we're down sideways until April, and then after April we get somebody new in, somebody that is crypto friendly, and possibly continue up. But again, we never know what's going to happen. I like that, dude. I like the when did they start doing that?
What's that? Let us show that on screen.
Yeah.
They used to let us do it all the time, and now they put the fade on it, which is kind of cool, so we can see you guys in
Yeah, dude,
comments.
that's dope, man. I like that. Well, before it would give us a third screen. Remember, it was like
Yeah.
real slim and looked like shit. But yeah, let's look at the charts, man. Let's see what's going on here.
And by the way, April is when he's out. Powell's out in April. But Hassett,
April.
our new guy Hassett, and
Okay.
everyone's all saying they're all happy because Hassett used to work for Coinbase, and I said Gary Gensler used to teach crypto too. So
Right.
let's not get too excited.
Doesn't
Guys.
mean
Let's wait
anything.
to see
Right.
what he does.
Right.
I ain't the biggest fan of Coinbase either. Customer service, by the way.
Right.
Oh, another reason we're down is because they're having the Bitcoin conferences and the Solana conferences. We got to pay for that because they, the big fancy pants influencers have to take some profits to go over there to Dubai and stuff. Except
Right.
for Lark. Lark lives over there now, so he's just drives in his whatever kind of car Lark drives in and gets to the thing. I've been watching it. Have you seen him streaming live from Breakpoint?
No,
He went to the Bitcoin one, then he went to Breakpoint. We always usually go down during the conferences too, so I
Yep,
was kind of
that's
prepared
true.
for that.
That's true because I always remember thinking, "Ooh, this will be bullish," and it's just the complete opposite.
It's not.
But let's jump into this, man. I think the weekly chart is kind of crucial because there are some points here, man, that I think we need to pay attention to. Now, look, last cycle, if you go back and you look at the charts, we kind of did something very similar here. When we finally topped out, it was boring. We just rolled over. It was ass, right? So we're kind of seeing the same thing here, but we're also seeing a pattern that could potentially be a head and shoulders pattern. If you're looking at this pattern, if you're looking at this chart, then you're saying bull market's still intact, dude. We haven't made a lower low officially on this chart yet. And that's right, dude. We haven't broken below this level here, right? On the weekly chart. We haven't broken below it. And if I'm not mistaken, we're still above the 200, right? The 200 is back at what, 60, 66. I think that's why I marked it. But the 200 on the weekly is still below us. So technically, like, we are still in a bull market. But I do think that we are potentially setting up for a head and shoulders, right? We make our left, we make our head, and then we make our right, and then we fall down. And if you measure that, from the neckline to the top of the head, I mean, you're looking at that target, dude, of what you were just saying, 38,000.
Thirty-eight
So
thousand.
yeah, so that's something I feel like we just can't ignore. Like, obviously, we've broken below this kind of legacy trend line.
Wes, you
Yeah.
should do that for the noobs that are watching. Show them how to extrapolate a head and shoulders pattern real quick, just
Oh,
so
you're
they
gonna put
know.
me on
This
put me
is a
on
great.
blast.
This is a great trick, you guys. I learned this from Crypto Jeb. So you measure
Let's
your
take a look with
headline,
the
your
head
neckline,
here.
and then you take the measure from the middle of the baseline up to the top of the head, and then he's gonna move that line down to the price target. That's how you extrapolate to get your range. Boom. So he's gonna put it a little bit lower.
Little lower? No, I put it at the
A little bit
neckline.
lower. Okay, put that in the neckline. So that puts us between that
It's
36 and $38
yeah,
range.
36 roughly, dude. So, we're exactly what you said, man. Like, that would be the target for that. It doesn't mean we have to go there, you know what I mean? But we
Would
could.
would Fink and all these guys on Wall Street would they be that mean to drop that low?
Yeah, yeah, they would.
Okay, thank you. Good
Assholes.
answer.
Yes, they would. So I don't know, man. This is kind of what I'm expecting. 36,000. I'm with you, dude. That's like that's a far stretch, man.
Nobody wants to hear that either right now.
Nobody wants
Like
to hear it,
nobody wants to hear that. But
but we have to
we got to
prepare
be
for
real.
it. And we got to understand that, man, they look at technical charts, they look at these things, man, and
Oh,
they
they see
say,
that too. They see that level
oh,
too.
they're watching the shit out of this. And guess what? Look what our next move is, dude. If we were to set this up, look what our next move is. Like, we're gonna come back up, but this right here is what catches people. That's that bull trap, man, that could catch somebody, and that's a few weeks away. And we just have to prepare for it, man. So you have to decide, all right, if we get rejected anywhere in this range to make that right shoulder, you have to decide, do I take some money out just in case, or man it, or like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? So for me personally, I think I'll probably exit out a little bit more, and I would look for a some kind of bounce on support, probably around that $100,000 level, this blue box right here. And if we bounced on that and we broke and made a new high, then I would start looking like, okay, maybe we do continue up. And I would consider, going back in. But if we break below that 100 and we keep coming down, dude, for me, that is a sure sign that we're probably gonna fill this out. We're probably gonna keep going down. But just something to watch, man. Just something to pay attention to.
Now, on the flip side of that, because I love everything you're saying there, and I am 100% agreeing with you in that if that Head and Shoulders plays out, you guys have to be realistic. Even though we're permables, you have to be realistic in what the charts are saying too. Now, here's the bullish side of this, right? Because no one knows. We don't have a crystal ball. We don't know what's going to do. The other side is we go up to 120. Excuse me, and people are shorting where Wes is talking about because everybody's seeing that same shoulder, right? So the shorts pile in, and then you
Yeah.
get a potential short squeeze to where
Yep.
Wall Street says, you know what?
It could happen.
Let's wreck them on the shorts, and the short squeeze happens, and then retail fumbles in. I'm talking about boomer retail, not like crypto retail. I'm talking about like real retail, like the masses. Like,
Yeah.
because if we roll past 125, 126 on a short squeeze, and we head up towards 130, 140, 150, whatever, then there's going to be people FOMOing. I mean, my girl's freaking mom bought Bitcoin at 125, and she's been bitching
Did
about
she?
it for 4 years. Oh yeah. She finally bought some, and is asking about, where's it at? Where's the price at? I'm like, you bought it
Oh
125,
yeah.
didn't you? I said, you bought it 125, didn't you?
Oh yeah. I
I
remember them
said,
days.
you remember I told you to buy it at 15,000, right? You remember I told you.
I'm
But
not laughing because people do that, man, and you'll be in the green again one day. But I mean, especially the people closest to us, it's like, man, we've been talking about this for a long time, and even if we were to go back to 60,000, I mean, we were talking about it at 15K. It's just one of those things, man, that you have to hold yourself accountable. Don't blame me because you waited and got in late. But
and the other thing I just want to throw in here real quick too, guys. Keep in mind what Wes is saying. Entering and exiting. You guys should keep in mind always, and we don't talk about this enough on the channel, but you guys need to have two accounts, right? You need to have your HODL account, your DCA account that you just throw money in no matter what. Like, if you're bullish long term on ETH or Bitcoin, you need to have one account that's just set aside, not for trading, not for getting in and out, but just to add to your bag, like your stocks you want to hold for a long time. You need to have a separate pile over here. Keep your investment account separate from your trading account. Your trading account should be a totally separate, it doesn't have to be in a physically separate account, but you should think of it as you have a gambling account, your trading account, and then you have your investment account. Your investment account by far is going to do better just DCA. And Robinhood does a good job of this. You can turn it on your phone. There's a setting that you can turn on, invest $1 a day. And it automatically just invests $1 from your bank account every day into Bitcoin. And to be honest with you, I've just been turning that on. I just turned that setting on for a month and let it sit there. And that way I don't even think about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just like, Robinhood's just doing it automatically. So you should keep in mind that you have a trading account and you have an investing account. And I do think that that's important to not have everything in a trading account. Like, oh, let me pull it all in, pull it all out. I don't think that's a good strategy. for the long term. Short
Yeah.
term, yeah. Short term are those trying to build up their capital, but everyone's got their own situation too. So you got to find what works best for you. But I do think that that's a good strategy for noobs, to try to keep it separate so they don't go into panic, man. I mean, you could get freaked out if you're trying to trade these markets and you got your whole account, and then you get wrecked every time because you pull in, pull out. You know, have a separate account for that, and then that way you don't have to freak out.
What would you tell? I'm just curious if there was somebody that came in that was new and they said, "Look, I've been wanting to get in. I've got $10,000 to invest. Should I buy right now?"
Well, that's a great question. That's a great question, man, because that's you gotta you also gotta ask them what's your time frame, right? What's gonna happen if you lost that whole 10,000, right?
Yeah.
Or your bills paid? You know, all these kind of questions I would ask first. Like, is
Yeah.
that all you have? You know, those are the questions you need to figure out first. But from there, then I would say if you had all those things, you know, and you had 10,000 just to play with, I would still. I've been working on this myself, trying to keep a small position in cash, so that no matter what happens with your stocks or crypto or whatever, that you can freaking have something to invest when you do get a crash, right?
Right.
So I would say between 10 and 20% of that I would keep in cash. And I know nobody wants to hear that shit either because they're like, I want to invest it. But the thing is, you need to force yourself to have that liquidity on the side for dips. So I would say, 20% of it keep in cash. And to be honest with you, if I was brand new and I'm telling someone brand new coming in these markets, are they wanting to do stocks or are they just wanting to do crypto?
Just Bitcoin.
Okay, then I
Just
would
Bitcoin.
then I would say throw 20% of it in cash and then throw 50, not 50, but I'd say throw
Throw
at least
20% in Bitcoin, 30%.
30% Bitcoin
Yeah.
to get started. Build your
That's what I
BTC up.
would say.
I would
Yeah.
say at least that, and then with the rest, I'd go ETH, big caps, and
Yeah.
then go to small caps. But if you haven't paid your dues and started building up your Bitcoin bag first, you're really playing with fire. You're really gambling. But then again, the altcoin market right now is so on sale that throwing 15 to 20% into it, because I'm buying meme coins too. Don't kid yourself, bro. I'm buying Pudgy Penguin right now, and I don't give a crap. I know it. They look like shit.
Yeah.
The alts look like horrible, but I'm still DCAing into Pudgy. But I'm not
Dude, they
doing
will
40,
run.
40 coins no more. Me and you have learned that lesson
Right.
too. I would tell them don't buy
We
40
come a
different
long
tokens.
way. Well, to hear you say that, it almost brought a tear to my eye to say, to hear you say, make sure your bills are paid, keep cash on the side.
Yeah.
eh, Like, what is your long term goal? To hear you say that, I'm like, because if you would have asked us that, 2, 3 years ago, we would have
Oh
been
yeah.
all in, dude. What cash? What the fuck are you talking about?
What you doing here? What
But
is that?
yes, yeah, right. But yeah, I would probably say the same thing. 30% would be good right now, and definitely hold some on the side just to see if we do go lower. Yeah, I would probably say the same thing for sure.
And I would say if you're gonna go into alts, don't spread yourself so damn thin, man. Like
Yeah,
I would
just a
say pick your
handful
pick 10, man. Give yourself 10 to stay with. Don't
max.
go over that. Thank you.
Yeah, max. It is hard. That's a tough thing to do. That is a hard thing to do.
You guys, I am streaming over here in Kratom and Kava bar called Roots, and this is the drink they made. Hold on, I gotta
I need to try that, man. I need to get me some
hold on.
whatever
Check
the
this
kava.
out.
I don't know the lingo.
Check that out.
It's good,
It's
man.
brown sugar and chocolate on top with a shot of espresso and with kava. It's amazing. Really
Nice,
good.
nice. All right, so now we kind of have an idea of do we? I think we do. So now we have an idea of what the chart's saying. I mean, if these guys, they trade and they buy strictly based on what the charts look like and how the fundamentals are. They know that usually we go into a bear market this time. We've gone up 800% from 15,000 to 126K, but we've already pulled back, 40 plus percent. So I do think that even the smart money, I do think smart money, and even on chain, you can see it on chain, and you can see the ETF flows, right? Um, they're slowly starting to position back in because they see that we're at least going to get, some kind of reversal here, a short-term reversal, and start heading back to the upside. And I think our targets are about the same. Sierra, we went to 95. We were hoping for 98 to 100, and then beyond that. But yeah,
It
I
was
mean,
the,
just
94 was the first level, and then 104 was the second level I was looking was 104.
okay. Okay,
But
so mine's
not
98 to
even
100.
we haven't even gotten close to breaking the
No,
94 level yet. So
no, but I do think it's coming. For people that are in hyperliquid, just so so you can prepare for this, because I know hyperliquid is a hyped project, but they've been having team unlocks or whatever. So there's been a lot of sell pressure here. I have taken some of my hype off the table, and I've unlocked like 30 more just to probably sell. They're going to do another massive unlock on December 29th. So I think that we'll get a price increase just based on, the current market in general. But I also think that they're going to elevate the price so they can sell it at a better price as well, the team, core team or whatever. So I'm expecting a big move on hype. But on the 29th, if you do hold it, man, just know that there's a massive unlock coming, and it's going to put a lot of sell pressure on hype.
you're in the camp that they're gonna pump it up December
Yeah.
28th, and then on the 29th try to sell into some strength.
Yeah. So it's vested. Like they can only sell so much every day, but they get a big unlock that gets unlocked, and then it gets distributed every day. They can only pull so much every day. So that's why the first unlock was last week. And that's why it's just been every day, do constant sell pressure on hype. But it's not holding up bad, dude. It's
No,
been holding up pretty good, dude.
like $30, man. I was trading it the
Yeah.
other day, and it's actually one of the ones that I stopped trading because it's too strong in one direction or the other. It's basically just there's not enough volatility for me to trade it with scalping.
Yeah.
But Bitcoin has been just for the last 4 days, man, has been really fun to scalp, dude.
Has it?
It's been challenging a little bit, and certain times, when it starts locking, man, I start seeing the bulls and the bears are fighting, dude. It's literally like there is some massive trading going on. Like if you pull up the 10-second chart and the 1 minute chart and you're watching that on
Jesus.
Bitcoin, they're going absolutely ballistic, bro. Like the bulls and the bears are like literally fighting it out right now. So I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know who's unloading, but somebody's unloading massive amounts at $90,000. Like right at this level, they're just selling into this. But on the other side of that, somebody's scooping it up too. Like
Hmm.
somebody's entering the market at 90K. So this is going to be
Yeah.
one of those. This will be one of those significant levels, bro. Like 38,000. I think this will be another level like that where, between say 87 and 94 ish.
Mm.
That level is going to be very significant in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. ETH's been pretty strong lately too, man. I gotta give it to Ethereum. It's been pretty strong against the rest of the market. It has been doing pretty well, dude. I mean, we've dropped all the way down to 26 and rebounded to 34. Now we're sitting at 32. I mean, if you watch, because I have the ETH to Bitcoin chart, and I've been watching this, man, just to see, and then ETF flows as well, comparing the two. ETH's been doing really well, man. Like they like Ethereum. Don't get it twisted. I
Tom
do
Lee,
think that
man,
they still like Ethereum, and yeah.
bullish, dude. I'm bullish on ETH. Always have been, always will be. I don't think that'll ever stop. I think ETH is number
Yeah.
two for a reason. ETH is definitely
Yeah,
number two for a reason.
I'm with that for sure. I'm with that for sure. But I mean, look at this rebound here, man. It's been very weak in my opinion. I mean, you're seeing this. It's ugly as hell. Ugly as hell. But we
It's a
are
bear
moving in the
flag
right
all
direction.
day. It's a
Yeah,
bear
we're
flag all
moving
day.
all day, man. All day long. It's a bear flag for sure. So what are you thinking, man? I'm almost thinking we drop down, fake out, probably
Maybe
a
double
double
bottom.
bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
and
Yep.
continue up. That's kind of what I'm thinking on the short term as far as the daily goes. Outside of that, man, I really don't have anything else for the chart. But this is that legacy trend line, this white line, and look where it falls. You know, we could come up and get rejected on this, but that's that level we're talking about. There's your 103, 104 level right there, Sierra.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Very
we could see that
significant.
happen.
That 104 level is very significant for the VPVR. There's a huge gap
Is there?
on the VPVR at 104, and I've been watching it for weeks. So it's one of those levels that's to me looks like a yeah, you could see it right there, kind of almost. Well, it's different on that chart, but you could see the gap.
I don't
Um,
have all these drawings, dude.
Dude, I tell you, man, doing the trend lines now, going back to basics and
Oh man, yeah.
trading against the trend lines, I nailed it earlier, bro. And I was like, wow, this is what I forgot to do. All of a sudden, I remembered use your freaking trend lines even when you're scalping, and
Yeah, dude.
it
Yeah,
helps, dude. Helps big time.
absolutely, man. I know. I have to remind myself that sometimes.
You
I'll
got to
get
do it,
stuck
man.
and locked into like the MACD and the RSI, which are phenomenal tools, man. Like people start searching outside of those basic tools, and it gets a little complicated. But that's really all you need, man. MACD, RSI, and your freaking trend lines. You know, depending on what type of trader you are, you don't need all the fancy shit.
Yeah,
And then I
I
got like
try
a
to keep
hundred
it.
things on the chart.
Well, I try to keep it between three or four indicators at the most, and
Yeah,
any more
trading
than
for
that,
sure.
you're
Yeah,
wasting screen space.
100%. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's definitely, well, it depends on how far you go back. You know,
It looks like more on that chart. You can see 104 looks filled on that. What is that? The weekly.
yeah, this is the weekly chart. So this is
So
going
yeah, this is
back
around between
a
100.
year.
Yeah, down 100. Down at 100, there's a gap, a slight gap. Right at
So this is
100.
going back about a year. This is where
Yeah,
all our strength is in the last year.
and just
So,
that's a significant gap at 100. There's also one down there at 87,000,
mhm,
88,000.
yeah, you start building some more volume up here where you're talking about in that level. I mean, you can see it. You know, you can just look at the chart and see it. You have all this here and then all this like support, support, resistance, resistance, support. Like there's a lot of trading activity going on here.
Yeah, based on this, look playing out that your head and shoulders pattern would play out. Look at that VPVR gap at 100,000. So if you were going up, do you see that gap right there? The market makers want to fill that. You know, they want
Yeah.
volume to happen at that level. So they left that hole on purpose because they're going to come back to it. So this head and shoulders very well could play out. Or, you know, you see the gap below us is 80, right around 88. That's that level though. That's 88 to 92. That's where we've been ranging for God, it
Yeah.
feels like forever now.
Yeah, let's check out old Lux, man. See what Lux is doing here. Um this is the 15 minute. We don't need the 15 minute. Anybody trading the 15 minute, we're probably gonna go to 90,000 here in a minute.
15 minutes, that's like a lifetime, man.
Dang. Yeah, I know. For you,
I've been
scalping, man.
I've been
You talking
trading the
about the
1
10
minute.
second chart?
Well, I put the 10-second chart on the TV,
Damn.
and I trade the 1 to 3 minute. Really, the 3 minute chart is what I've been trading. But the 10-second chart, if you watch Bitcoin liquidations live, you can put that on the TV. And what I do is there's about a 2 second. You got 2 seconds of arbitrage. So if you're watching the YouTube, the 10-second chart, it gives you a little bit of an arbitrage trade, not much, by like 3 seconds. You know, you'll see Bitcoin rip up, and then you'll go, oh shit, all right, I can switch to long. So I'll have it on the TV, and I'll be trading on the laptop, but I'm watching the TV, watching the 10-second chart, and executing on the 1 minute. And that's just how I've been doing it, man. I'm building a very interesting little system, and it's been consistent. It's consistent. I'm not making the
Right.
points percentage that I want, but I'm not going backwards anymore. I've stopped the bleeding and I'm going forward. I'm just not going forward as fast as I'd like yet, but at least I'm not going backwards. like I'm
Yeah.
going forward. That's a
Yeah.
good thing.
So that is a very good thing, man. That's awesome, man. You're gonna have to teach me
S-
your secret there. You know, it's funny because I have
Stop losses too,
this
man.
one setup that I used, or this one trading system that I use, but I feel like I'm the only person that can understand the system that I have. If I tried to explain it, it probably wouldn't make sense to somebody else. Cause like you notice little things. Like I like to use the gamma, the GAMMA, the Gaussian something moving average fucking thing. I don't know what it stands for,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I use that. I use the MACD and I use a moving average, and it works, dude. It works like a charm. And
And
oh, in
that's what
in
matters,
volume.
dude.
Excuse
That's
me.
what
Yeah,
matters. If you're new to trading, don't just copy what I do or what Wes does. You need to play
you
around
have
with
to.
what
You really
whatever
do.
you like and whatever comes natural.
Mm.
Because I thought I was gonna do swing trades until I was leaving trades open and going negative $85 overnight, and I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck am I doing? Why am I going negative $80 to $100? Like
yeah,
I was like, screw that. So I'm gonna just go down and do small scalps and put a stop loss. Like if I go more than negative $8 at a time or $10 at a time, $12 at a time, it'll cut the trade. I'm out.
yeah,
So sometimes you don't want to do that. Sometimes I'll go naked, without a stop loss because Bitcoin moves so violently. But it's getting rarer now. Like now I'm more like, nah, I'm not just giving up $8. Like I don't want to, like my stop losses are becoming more, um, I'm being more cautious
yeah,
with my stop losses. So that's
yeah,
crucial. But like, those indicators you're using, I don't even use the MACD. I
yeah.
love it. I love it. I wish I could use it, and I love that people do use it, and it makes sense because it tells you which way the
Mm.
momentum's changing. So I know it's a great indicator. But for me, I like the Bollinger Bands, right?
And that's why there's thousands
You got to
of
find what
indicators
you
because
like
people you
and get
have
good
to,
at it.
man. You have to because like for me, let's say I'm using that setup. I got the gamma bands. I got MACD, RSI, and volume, right? Three things or four things. In my head, I like if I try to explain it to you, it wouldn't make sense. But in when I'm looking at the chart and I see it, if we're in an uptrend, I'll wait for that pullback. I like pullback trading, so I'll wait for the RSI to get back to the middle, to the mid range of the RSI. I
Hmm.
want to see the MACD start to curve up, and I want to see us touch at least the middle part of that gamma band, and then I'm all for it, dude. If we're trending, it works every single time, and as long as volume's good, it's over, dude. It works every time for
That's
me,
awesome.
But somebody else, they'll probably look at me like, "The fuck is going on here, dude?"
Well, and then there's another thing too is you can pick and choose from people you watch
Right?
and take stuff like Jordan Cameron points out something very good. He says, "Dude, you could just be trading this resistance and support level. ETH has been doing this all day, going up and down. And he's like, you
Yeah,
could just be buying and selling this range all day and you're
yeah,
making money. Like,
yeah.
don't overcomplicate shit just to be like, don't make it more complex than it has to be.
So
Just
simple,
use
man.
what you can use, and you're not going to win every trade, bro. That's why it's called trading. You know.
Yeah. I think the biggest mistake I made when I first started trading was trying to compile everything into one trade. I'm looking for support, resistance. I'm looking at candles and how the candle wicks and the bodies, and I'm looking at volume, MACD, and moving average, and I'm like trying to get it all in one, and it's like it just doesn't work, man. They're all going to contradict each other at some point. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
but by the way, quick Crypto Remora announcement. We've got some swag on the way.
swag.
We got about I think 200 stickers, Crypto Remora
Yeah.
stickers that are ordered that are being sent, and we've got coffee mugs coming. We got some coffee mugs,
Let's
but
go.
I gotta wait until they send me the proof back before they print them. I want to make
Yeah.
sure our logo looks right on them and let you see them. And make sure
Nice, dude.
me and Wes are happy with them first. But once they are, I've got another thing that we're gonna do, and I'm so excited about this other one that I can't even tell Wes yet because one of them's gonna be his Christmas present. So, but stay tuned because we got some cool shit coming. We
That's
got some
awesome, man.
very cool shit coming.
That's awesome. All right, real quick, man. The daily Bitcoin Lux Algo. All right, so we've gotten our green signal here, our buy signal. We've come back, we've retested it. They brought us back to that stop loss area. Lux Algo got that wrong, but it is a level we came back to retest. The trend catcher's green. That's always a positive. You look at where it's sitting; it's at 90,000. So we could have that little drop down to 90,000 real quick, but for the most part, I mean, we have our targets 98 to 104. 104,000. Those are really spaced out. I don't know why it's like that. I know there was an update that just came out. Not a big fan of that, but those are our targets. And another thing, you see our trend is changing. The candles went from red to purple, shows that we're changing, momentum starting to shift. Our money flow, um, the momentum wave is green, going to the upside. It's over the threshold. That's always a positive. And we can see barely the smart money flow is still in the red, man. We want to see that start to um, trend in the other direction, man. But right now, everything's looking pretty good outside of the money flow.
Isn't the
And
smart money flow right where that white dot is in the green though, or is it the red
so this is,
cloud is smart money?
yeah, this is the smart money flow, and it
Okay.
goes to the green and then
What's
back
the
into the
green?
red.
What's the thinner green line with
It's
the
right here,
green dots of buy signal above the to the right, the third one. Go down up.
right here, this green dot.
Yeah, what is that? That's a buy signal, right?
That's a buy signal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's showing that momentum is shifting bullish, and then we've got our green band just showing.
See, because
Um,
I was thinking we're about to go back up slightly. Um, Man, I wish I could pull up my charts, but they're all on a different app right now. We'll get it next week when I get my laptop set up so that me and Wes both can pull up charts again. Because I wanted to show you this.
yeah, dude.
But let me ask you this though,
Uh,
while you have it pulled up. So in the next 24 hours, if you're trying to trade, because I'll be trading the 3 minute and stuff just to be trading a little bit. What would you say realistically? You might have to drop down to like the 30-minute chart. Oh boy, I got
I got a 15.
a free bulla shot. Are you gonna Can you do one?
You said
No, do another one
free.
like this to go, if you don't mind.
I got a free one.
We got a
How
free
you know
one.
it's free? You sure it's free?
Oh yeah, free 95. Got a bulla shot here too, which is straight
Oh,
Cabo.
God, dude, I don't know if you're gonna like how you're gonna be feeling, but
I'm
yeah.
feeling good right now, bro.
Are
Not
you? I
gonna
don't know
lie.
what it even does, man. Like, what is it? You've told me
So
before. It just kind of relaxes you.
kava is a root. Uh, it's literally the root of the kava plant or whatever. They
Mm,
grind up the root into a powder, kind of like kratom, but it's not as kratom. Kind of is more on the hyper side. Kind of brings you up, gives you a little more energy. Kava they're both in the coffee and tea family, but
yeah.
they're all natural. But kava is more on the stress relief side, which I've needed here recently. But anti-anxiety, just kind of chill you out. Um, which I used to like the kratom more. Now I'm into the kava because I'm just like, man, I don't need to be balls to the wall, like
Yeah.
going like, I want to just kind of chill a little bit. So
Yeah.
yeah, kava is good for that.
On the 15-minute, you can see that we did just get a sell signal, but it is a weak one. It doesn't have that plus sign. So it's kind of weak. We've come back, retested it, got back above this trend catcher, which shows us that this, this isn't confirmed yet, right? Like something like this, we get our buy signal, and then you see that trend catcher turn green. You see this, um, what is this thing called? It's been so long since I used it.
Uh,
This blue, this blue, this you see this fucking blue thing.
yeah, the
Anyways,
blue foam mixer.
yeah, the blue thing. It kind of acts as support. What the hell is it, man? It's gonna bother me now. It is the smart trail.
Smart
Smart
trail.
trail. Just yeah, it's just showing you how volatility is. If it's no, that's the Trend catcher shows you volatility. This right here just basically shows you an area of support, like where we can go to, and we would still be okay, and this would still be confirmed. It's just kind of like a moving average kind of thing. But you can see we've come back into the blue. We bounced off that, so that's bullish, man. This hasn't been confirmed yet, but we did just get a buy signal with targets to the downside, but it's not confirmed yet. There's nothing confirming it. Smart money flow still in the green. Nothing showing that we're about to crash or do anything crazy. So we're looking good, man, on the 15-minute for the short-term traders.
An interesting chart, just another, just to put that out there because I saw it on Lark's show earlier. He pulled up. It's basically all of the altcoins excluding the top 10. So Bitcoin, ETH.
Others
Yeah, it's the others chart, I guess. The
right
others
here.
chart is, and zoom out, go to the yearly. Go to the 1 year on the others and look at this wedge.
Like the monthly chart,
Maybe it was, yeah, maybe it
or
was
maybe
the
he
monthly.
went to this 1 year. Okay,
Yeah, look at
let me
this
cut this
wedge.
off.
Look at this wedge forming up down here. Look at this wedge.
Hold on, let me put it on this one. Sorry, that's not any better. All right.
No,
Anyways,
that still shows you that wedge forming up. So it's 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 not the prettiest descending wedge because of that ugly freaking boot heel or whatever the hell it is.
mm,
So it's not the prettiest in the world, but it does show you the coiling up action, is as I used to call it, like a snake starting to coil up, like before it strikes you. You could see those last three, you know, rips up. You see how they're getting closer, like a spring. It's getting pushed
mm-hmm.
in. So
Yeah,
whenever you see something do that, I don't care if it's a stock. That's how I bought Nissan. Nissan was right there at the bottom. It was in it, but Nissan's wedge was perfect, textbook. I would have been an idiot not to buy it.
yeah,
But when you see that coiling up, and when you see this, it looks like somebody's pushing that up and down price
right
action
here.
closer, right there, and then right at the bottom, it's like somebody's going like a
Yeah,
soda, pushing a soda cannon.
we've got
Whenever
a
you
curved bottom too.
when you see that going on, that's always an indication. I don't care, what it does, one way or another. That's an indication of a lot of people getting crazy, and it's about to move. Now, I'd like to see what the Bollinger Bands are on that, to see are they tightened up or not. I haven't even gotten to play with it yet, but to me, it shows promise. I know everyone's talking shit saying alts are done. They're not done, dude.
Nah, dude, they didn't even start.
They're
Like
not
this,
even close to done.
this is the and that's one thing for me, man. Is like, man, eh, we all just got completely screwed on alts, man. If you didn't get out a year ago, you got really hurt with the altcoins.
But look
You're
at
not alone.
that though. Look at the
Yeah,
tightening up. Look at the coiling action, right?
yeah.
Look at
I like the
the nice.
roundedness too.
It's rounding out. So and look at that buy pressure. So yeah, that was 10-10, right? Probably. Yeah, that big wick down, that was 10-10. That right there was 10-10.
Yep,
I'm pretty
10-10.
sure. Pretty funny they picked that day too, right? I don't
Right.
know. You know what that number was too? It was 20 billion. Remember how I kept telling you someone kept moving $30 billion in and out of total global for months? I'd say they pulled 28 billion out, they put it back in,
Yeah.
they pulled it out, put it back in. That liquidation was 20 some odd billion.
I
So
want to see us get above that
crazy.
20-day, man. That 20 days been holding us down. We had a fake out here and we closed above it right there. Like that's the ultimate fake out. But for the last, oh, wait, this is the daily? Oh, never mind. I was thinking we were on the weekly chart or something. But either way, I mean, I would
Yeah,
like to
that's
see us
still
get
the
above that
wedge.
20. Yeah, at least, man.
And we don't know who did that liquidation on 10-10 CZ. Excuse me. But we do know that there was some stuff done on Hyperliquid, which was kind of tainting
Mhm.
Hyperliquid's name, trying to run
Yeah.
Hyperliquid through the mud, unfairly, I think. But because remember, Hyperliquid had that other thing where they had to lower the leverage down from 100x.
Yes. Yep.
So we don't get recess anymore because somebody wanted to be bad in the classroom. We all got punished.
Yeah. Hey, can
Yeah,
we share links in the comment? I wanted to show you
we should.
something.
We should be able to. Absolutely. The USDT. .D chart is good too.
The dominance chart.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, I've been watching the stable coins, man, trying to see, money coming in and out. Um, if it does leave, the Bitcoin, or where does it go? Is it leaving the ecosystem? Is it leaving, not the ecosystem, but you know what I mean? I
Meet
wanted to show you.
Kevin, traveling trader. I've heard of Meet Kevin. I've heard of him. I
Follow
have
this guy.
not traveling trader.
All
Yeah,
right.
I didn't check the comments. We had some comments in there I had to catch up on.
All right, hold on. I want to show you this, man. This is actually you want some hopium?
Yeah, let's go. That's always good, man. I always put Cryptos R Us on when I need a boost of hopium. Because
He
he's
does
just
good
like,
for that.
no matter what, bro.
No matter
He's
what,
always
dude.
like, things are going up,
Calm
guys. We're gonna
down.
be up.
We're
We're gonna be
good.
back. It's like
We'll be back,
he
a
coddles
week.
you, man.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. I really think that's why. And you know what, man? When I used to watch him 2, 3 years ago, I really haven't watched him lately. Uh, but when I did, that's why I watched him, man. I just wanted to feel better. I'm not gonna lie about that, man. I really did. All right, you ready for this?
Let's
You're
see.
gonna like this, dude.
Let's see
For
what you
my
got.
people that have been trading on Lighter,
Oh snap!
um,
Oh snap!
you're gonna love this, dude. Just wait. Give you some hopium here. Share screen. I have.
To sell or not
Do,
to
do, do,
sell is the question.
do. Ding, ding, ding. Now, look, this is just
Could be.
speculation here. No, don't get your hopes up too much. But all right, this is everything breaking down. This is the lighter airdrop calculator. Go follow this guy, man. He's cool for making this. But anyway, so we have the total points pool. So we know how many points that they distributed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we've got the points in there. You say 25% of FDV, which is, you know, Hyperliquid did 33%. So they're going with 25%. It could be more, maybe not, we're just speculating here. Um,
Okay, so
I'm not
put
going to
my.
say how many points we have, but I will say
Well,
this.
just put
Let's
45
say
in
you
there,
have
just in case somebody had 45.
let's do 50. Let's do 50. All
Okay.
right? Just because like that's not, it's not too much, but it's not like
Yeah,
little, right?
nothing to shake a stick at. Yeah.
All right. Aster's FDV when they first came out was 7.6 billion.
Right.
Hyperliquid's was 29.3 billion. So we're going to compare it to the lesser one, right? That would be your expected airdrop for 50
Jeez.
points. For 50 points at FDV of 7.6 billion. All right. Go to Hyperliquid's FDV. This would be your expected airdrop.
Mm,
Do you see this?
this is great. Now wait a minute, wait. This Hype's air. I thought Hype's airdrop was done, bro.
No, it is. It is. It is. They're comparing it. They're saying if
Oh, wait.
Hyperliquid, yeah, they're saying when Lighter
Oh, you're saying
does their airdrop,
if Lighter does an airdrop compared to Hyper Liquids, that would be what you get for 50 points.
50 points, dude. Total points, 50
That
point
mo-
share.
that would be getting sold day of.
Bro,
I
current
don't know about
scenario,
holding nothing, dude.
yeah, FDV for Hyperliquid. And you got to think, man, Lighter just beat Hyperliquid's daily volume or
No, they
trading
didn't.
volume
No, they
yesterday.
didn't. No,
Yesterday.
they did not.
So they're bringing in like, dude, people are using the shit out of
It's.
Lighter.
I will tell you this, dude. I will
Now
tell you
look,
this. I
and,
like
and you,
Lighter, bro. I do like
I
it.
do
I
too.
like
I do
trading on
too.
it.
I do too. I do too. But I think I'm
I don't think they're gonna give. I don't think it's gonna be as big as Hyper. So I would say,
I,
go back and
even
type
if
it in. Go type in something like 10 billion less than Hyperliquid and see what it tells you.
so like
Like
15
19,
billion.
like 19 billion.
All right, so we can do it here. We can do
So
it here. We'll
like
do a
19.
custom one.
Let's say it's that,
That's
right?
19 billion.
Right. Goodness. Goodness,
This is
bro.
why we've been trying to tell y'all, man. Like, come on. Now, they could. it could go to shit. You know what I mean?
Well,
This is all speculation.
I faded Wes on hype only because I was trying to do all these airdrops all summer, and I kept getting burnt. And then Sui was my last one that pissed me off. Didn't give me the airdrop. I was farming everything I could, and then for whatever reason, dude. But plus, I was going back and forth from Florida to South Carolina. Just crazy shit going on in life.
Mm.
So I just didn't have the time or the patience. And Wes was like, "I'm telling you, dude, get in on this hype." I mean, in your defense, Wes, you did. You pushed me, and I just didn't do it, bro. And it was one of the biggest airdrops, of course, in the history
Yeah,
of airdrops. And I missed that son of a bitch. But
this
Wes was
one could
telling
be
me to do
big.
it. And Wes has been telling you guys about lighter. I listened to him this time.
Yeah, we've been going. Shit, when did they do their?
The point they're being greedy with the points now, though, bro. They don't give out point
Oh,
like
it's tough, and now
you
you
got to
see
farm
why,
million, like $2 million worth of freaking volume to get
dude.
like a half a point now. It's
Now you
tough.
see why though,
Hmm.
because like, yeah, man, that's a lot of money, dude. I mean,
It is a lot.
at 15 billion FDV, 15,625, dude. And that's at only 25% of an air. Like if they did 25% of their supply,
Wow.
they could do 30, they could do 40. Nobody knows,
I mean,
but
if you guys are new and you have no idea what the hell we're talking about, this is why you need to hit the subscribe button to this channel and hit the like button because this is the part where we do drop some good alpha in here, and this is
yeah,
airdrop farming. I think Elon Musk put the statement out. He said people wouldn't be struggling so bad if they knew that all they had to do was farm airdrops and they could be making money and paying their bills. Now, it's a little bit of a stretch, but it's not a stretch when it comes to that you can make money with it, other than from Sui. Bastards.
usually do better than most. Yeah, yeah. Trump's. I
So
like
yeah,
court. I like court. But so yeah, this could be good, man. This could be really
very
good.
good,
Yeah.
very good.
I mean, even if you
Question
take it
question is,
down,
what do you do with that though? Like, let's say you got 40 points, you've been farming the light airdrop, and guys, just so you know, you can farm this airdrop with 250 bucks.
yeah,
If you got in early enough, less than 500 bucks total to put in to last you and just trade over a 6 month period. Like I don't think I put in any more than that. I think I put in
I
a couple
think the
hundred bucks
private
total.
alpha,
That's it.
being that we were in the private alpha phase, is really what kind of set us apart.
Yeah, got us more. And I wish I would have been doing more trading
Oh,
earlier.
me too. Me too, dude.
Oh, me too.
Knowing this, like I really do. I really wish that I had done more, man. And I think we'll both come out pretty damn pretty good. But even if it was a 1 billion FDV, which there's no fucking way, dude. No way. I mean, you're gonna at least get $1,000, dude. You know what I mean? There's no way it's at 1 billion, man. There's there's way too much liquidity flowing in and out. They just did they you can buy spot ETH on there now. So they just started doing their spot markets. They're rocking and rolling, dude. And they have the
I don't want them to clutter like Hyper did. Like Hyper wasn't a clutter in the beginning because it's all it did was, and then it
they
started adding all the shit. And the
yeah,
transfer system on Hyper, like, it's too much, dude. They give you like two different
yeah.
places to do it, and that to me is
They did
confusing.
over complicate it a little bit
It
for
don't need to
sure.
be that crazy, man. Because
No,
even
but
for
you know what messed them up though, in my opinion, was the meme coins. When they opened up that meme coin section and Liquid Launch came out and people were just, creating meme coins and then I don't know, man. I just don't think that was good in any way because now there's a shit ton of meme coins on there that nobody's trading. It just wasn't their style. It didn't fit. Like it just didn't
yeah,
fit. It NFTs, there were a few that have been good, but even those are dead on Hyperliquid. It's literally just perp decks now, man. But you can trade, but you can do it on both of them now. You can trade um equities, you know, You can buy Tesla on there. You can trade that 10x. It's incredible, man. The stuff that you can do on chain
They're
now.
already doing that. Yeah, well, Larry Fink said that tokenization of everything will happen.
Yeah, you can do it on Lighter and you can do it on Hyperliquid right now as we speak.
And just keep in mind,
Now let's
both
jack it
both
up a little bit.
both of them,
40 billion.
Hyper and Lighter, used a particular layer two. Got to give my love to
Yeah,
Arbitrum.
Arbitrum.
Got to give a shout out to the backbone that
There's a
handled
reason
all
they
of
did
that.
that. There's a
They
reason they
handled
did
that,
that.
and
You
Arbitrum is still,
know,
I'm telling you, that
when it
number
comes to
two.
DeFi, if you're gonna do any DeFi, do it on
On
Arbitrum. There's
Arbitrum.
no reason not to do it on Arbitrum. Arbitrum is the DeFi capital, in my opinion, man. I don't do anything outside of it except for on Hyperliquid, but yeah,
Well, I will say this though, as much as I've tried to nudge, Saunders and nudge Hunter and nudge those guys about the NFTs and the music NFTs, Cardano's still swinging hard, bro, with
yeah.
stuff.io.
I
Still
think they're
swinging hard.
slept on a lot. Yeah,
So I gotta give love where it's due, and but yeah, I would love to see. I would actually like to see stuff. And look, I always said this in the beginning. I said I'd love to see Robinhood and Arbitrum work together, and then boom, it happened. So maybe, just maybe, stuff.io will launch on Arbitrum. Now that would be the shiz.
yeah.
That would be great.
Everything. I mean, this the cross chain thing is huge. That's important to me, and I'm pretty sure it's probably important to a lot of people. Like you got to be able to float between chains, and you know what I mean. Like being stuck on one chain is shitty.
Yeah, I agree.
But is that enough hopium for you for the night?
Oh, that's great, Hopium
That's
guys. Do we
that's
have any other airdrops on the radar that are starting out? That
all right.
anything
So
new?
there is one, and you're gonna like this one too. It's Hyena, and it's Athena. It's Athena's perp dex that they just launched, and it is on Hyperliquid. And they're doing pretty much they pay you weekly. If you trade and you build volume, they're paying you in Athena. That's how they're doing theirs. So it's like an
Is
airdrop, but you're just getting
is
paid to trade.
is Athena its own L1?
No, it's not. It's EVM. It doesn't. I don't think it's no. It doesn't.
So it's not they're not their own chain. They're
No,
not a layer two. What the hell is it?
it's just a DeFi protocol, money
Just
market.
a okay. So it's just basically like
Yeah,
just an app, a
loan.
DeFi app or
You
whatever.
can lend, loan, or lend, borrow. Yeah.
And that's on Hyperliquid. So you have to go into the
Per,
Hyperliquid Dex.
the perp dex is I can get, and it's invite only. I think I have an invite too. But me and you are. I haven't gone on there yet, but we'll hook that up here in a second.
Okay, that's cool. It's a little bit of alpha for you guys there. So Wes is
Yeah.
dropping it on you.
There's a lot there's a lot of airdrop stuff happening.
I think the perp dexes have saved airdrops, bro, because that Hyperliquid one. I mean, I think airdrops were losing their steam right before Hyperliquid.
Yeah.
Everyone was done with them. I know I
Rainbow.
was. I was tired of them.
Did you hear about Rainbow?
Jupiter was the last good one I got that was non
Yeah.
Hyperliquid. Jupiter was a decent airdrop.
So Rainbow, shame on them, dude. Shame on these mother.
Wait a minute. Wait a
Rainbow,
minute.
the
Rainbow Wallet.
Rainbow wallet.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Let's
Well, MetaMask too. We got MetaMask airdrop coming up soon.
yeah, MetaMask. But are we swapped? There we go. So Rainbow, man, they have their sale, their token sale right now, and you have to be an accredited investor to purchase the Rainbow token in the United States.
Oh, credit investor.
That's
That means you got to
bullshit,
have
bro.
over $100,000 in
Yeah.
token assets.
Like what is
That's some
that, dude?
bullshit. That's Wall Street playing games.
Kiss my ass, Rainbow. Ain't nobody buying that shit. Especially right now, dude. Nobody's buying that shit. You want to airdrop me, for my 10,000 points, I'll take that. But
So they're
come on,
saying you
man.
have to be an accredited investor for just to
To
be
buy
eligible
to buy the token, to buy
to
the
buy the
token, yeah.
to buy a wallet token. It's a wallet
Yes,
token.
it's a wallet token. Yeah, like MetaMask or Phantom or
I will say this, bro. I will warn you right now about MetaMask airdrop. I noticed because I used MetaMask since 2019, but
mm,
I use it all on Arbitrum, right?
mm,
MetaMask USD, which is that one they
yeah,
want you to swap, it's
it's like
only on
MUSD.
it's only on ETH. So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and I don't do shit on ETH. So I'm
Yeah,
looking at it, I'm like, damn, I need to go do some more on ETH, but it might be
it's
too
not
late.
as bad. It's not as bad as it used to
If
be. Like,
but if they don't give you the points for layer 2 towards the drops,
no, they will.
MetaMask, I'm going to be pissed.
As long as you're using MetaMask, dude, they're gonna,
Well,
bro.
they
You've
should
had
have
that
put
wallet for 5 years now,
I
dude.
know, but look,
Probably going on 6.
they should have put MetaMask USD on Arbitrum too. Like,
Well,
why?
they
They,
probably will. They probably will.
I don't know, man. Because I
I
know
don't know, man.
I did one swap and it was like MUSD. I was like, all right, that's cool. And then when I went back to Arbitrum, I was like, where's MUSD? And I started freaking out. I'm like, bro, I know I found it. They don't even have the ticker up yet, so
Yeah,
that'll piss me off if they punish you for using L2. That's like you said. Oh, you got to be
nah.
accredited investor. Here come Wall Street.
Yeah, I
Punish the
don't think
little guys.
I don't think they do that. Tempo just launched their test net. I think test nets are done. You're not gonna get anything. I think the last test net that turned out to be good was when you did
Aptos was good.
Aptos. Aptos. After that,
Aptos was a good
test.
airdrop too, dude.
Yeah, dude. But the test nets now are ass, dude. Sui, man,
Sui's sucked, man.
how much time do we spend on Sui
Sui
airdrop
pissed me
farming
off,
that
bro.
piece of shit?
They didn't, bro. They didn't even let me keep my NFTs, man. If they would have just let me keep my NFT that I made, I wouldn't be pissed off at Sui. But because they said no, they erased everything, bro. They erased my NFTs I made. They erased
Yeah,
all the test shit I did. They erased all the farming I did. Aptos at least let me keep my NFTs, gave me an airdrop, you know, and it was decent too. Aptos airdrop was decent. I sold it right off the rip, but Aptos and Jupiter airdrops around $600 to $700 for an average
yeah,
user. I consider myself an average user because I wasn't putting a whole lot of money in, maybe 50
yeah,
to $100. Um,
yeah.
but those airdrops were nice. But I
Mm.
also sold them the day of the drop too. So you know, it is what it is. I didn't hold them. Jupiter, I wish I would have held, but it is what it is.
Yeah. I mean I think that's yeah, Hyena. Um, there's a bunch of others, but I don't think they're gonna be worth anything. I just, dude, I just follow Olympio, man. Olympio's the man
But
when it
yeah,
comes to airdrops.
that was some good hopium right there. You wanna Did you have anything on Twitter you wanna pull up? Any other news?
Nah, I think that's it, dude. I think that's it,
All
man.
right, do me a favor. Pull up the Coin Market Cap or CoinGecko, one of those two. Let's just take a look at the top 10 right now, see where everything's at,
Okay.
price wise,
CoinGecko.
and then we'll
Oh,
start.
hold up.
We'll wrap it up here in a few minutes.
Well, I'm not gonna do that to you. Uh, oh, never mind. I got dark mode.
Oh yeah, you want to burst your eyeballs.
Hold on, man. I know you're a CoinGecko guy. I gotta use CoinMarketCap.
No, man, I,
I'm
I
sorry,
really
man.
I really like CoinMarketCap's graphics better.
Do
I
you?
just I use CoinGecko because I think Justin Sun owns CoinMarketCap, so I don't rely on their prices as I don't depend on their info as good as CoinGecko, but their graphics are better by far. I mean, CoinGecko needs to step it up a little bit. They're working on it, but yeah,
They're working on it.
CoinMarketCap looks great.
I like CoinMarketCap. And they got this AI thing plugged into it as well. You can talk to it about the markets and shit. You want to see like an overview, right?
Yeah, I just want to see
Like a
the
ranking.
top 10. Yeah, just see where our prices are at and shit. All right, so we're at 92 of 4.
Doesn't look like this. This looks
32,
weird to
Ether
me.
32, XRP's number 4, $2. Solana at 137. Tron, what the fuck is Tron doing in top 10? Get the
Man,
Tron
it
beating
blows my
Dogecoin and
mind.
Tron beating Cardano and shit.
It blows my mind, dude. Tron.
Cardano falling on the total global there. They're falling down to number 10, but you know what? It does that. It runs from the number
Yeah.
3, 4 spot to the number 10, 11, then it runs back up.
I'll tell you what, man.
Look at Hyperliquid, bro.
Yeah, Hyperliquor's trying to do something. It's hanging in there, dude. They got a lot of sell pressure, dude. A lot of sell pressure, but it's hanging in there.
Number 12, bro.
They have that buyback program too.
I remember when it was number like 46 or number 50.
Yeah, dude. It went up like 20 spots in one on launch day. It just kept on going, dude. Chainlink, man. I still like Chainlink, man. That top 10 that I sent you the other day. I would have to put Chainlink in there, man. I left Chainlink out.
Where is it?
Oh,
in
Stanky
the top
Link.
20. Stanky Link's in
13.
number 20, right? Oh, 13.
Yeah,
okay.
13.
That's your indicator for the bull run, ladies and gentlemen. When Chainlink
Stanky
starts
Link.
to take off, that's when we're coming back. Monero, everybody getting into Monero.
Zcash, man. Are you a buyer?
Hell. That shit. Let me buy some fool's gold real quick.
Yeah, that's being manipulated like hell, dude. Monero, we all know why that's
dude. I ain't
doing good.
Messing with none of that shit, dude.
Yeah. Sui, I made good money on Sui. I'm done with it. I think it's garbage.
Hedera, dude. There's a lot of videos out with Hedera. Curious to see. I was into it when it was down around 2 cents. Now that's at 13 cents. I don't know. Maybe it runs, dude. But these alts are still on fire sale. Still on fire sale.
Shiba Inu.
Out of that whole list right now, I see Hedera. I would scoop some. Shiba Inu, I would throw in the trash.
You know what? But Shiba's the only one. Shiba's the only one that has its full supply out. I don't even know. Ton doesn't. Yeah, Ton doesn't even show you.
Shiba Inu's got 20 gazillion, quantozillion coins.
Max supply 589 trillion. Yeah.
You know, that's that market cap gimmick though, where they're like, yeah, man, if I got 25 billion of them.
If I buy 5 Shiba and it goes to the price of Bitcoin.
But you know what? That same hustle is why everyone's confused on XRP too, because everyone thinks XRP is going to $1,500 a token.
Yeah, I know. I've heard that one a lot, dude. The XRP shit.
XRP, and I'm like, that's good.
Yeah, they're like 60% circulating to
we got to be careful though. We don't want to exclude our. I know XRP Army will be on that ass if we
right. No, I'm not. Hey, we're not hating on XRP. We're not hating on it. It is what it is.
Dude, you know what I'm looking forward to is that one day after this, probably another cycle or two, when Crypto Remora gets to go to one of these Bitcoin conferences.
I know, man.
Run into Lark and shit and do a stream with both of us. That'd be fucking fun, man.
I know, man.
That would be fun as shit. I don't know if I want to go all the way over to Abu Dhabi and shit. I don't know if I'm going to go
Abu
that
Dhabi.
far. Maybe find some in the States to go to.
Ooh, Athena 51%. Aster is garbage, dude. Have you used Aster?
Man,
and that's why I think like
look at PayPay, dude. 5 zeros, bro. That might be worth scooping, bro.
I think Lighter is going to be around 15 FDV, dude, on launch.
Do you call it Pepe or PayPay? What do you call it?
I call it PayPay.
That's what it's supposed to be called, right? PayPay.
PayPay. I think.
Pepe. 5 zeros. That's exactly where I bought Dogecoin. Went before Dogecoin went fucking nuts.
Pepe.
So out of all
Wait,
those,
I think I say Pepe. No, I say
like
PayPay. Okay.
Too.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I say.
World Coins trash. Paxos Gold, dude. I've been trading that a little bit on Lighter too. That's a fun one to trade, bro. Pax Gold. It moves slower, but you get about 8x leverage on it. That's a good one to trade. GMB got me on that shit.
I've been trading Fartcoin, dude. That's one that's made me some money.
Dude, I scooped some more Arbitrum down at 19 cents.
Did you? I think that was a good buy.
I aced it on that. Remember how mad I was about selling my...
Yeah.
Look at fucking VeChain.
You can buy...
Motherfucking VeChain been 2 cents for 10 years.
That's
Damn.
1% right now. 1 penny.
It's just 2 cents, man. What's the price of VeChain in 2020? 2 cents.
Hey, but that's the total supply, though. VeChain might come back, dude. I mean, what they're doing, you know, the supply chain stuff, dude.
I don't people.
I kind of like it.
Get the fuck out of here. You ain't buying that shit.
What, VeChain?
Yeah, man, come on. Filecoin
What?
$1.39. Wasn't Filecoin $50 at one point or some shit? Jesus.
Probably. Probably.
Pump fun.
Yeah, it's crazy to go through this list and see these, man.
SayChain, dude. Now SayChain, Aptos, those are the ones for the low caps I was looking at. Aptos possibly coming back, but
Still like Pancake Swap.
Aptos trade shady as fuck, dude. They got some bots trading Aptos. It's crazy. You can't trade it. Bonk.
Pancake Swap I think is good
What
because
you think about
it's
Bonk,
the
dude?
#1 swapper on BNB. What is it?
Bonk has been on Solana since before I started using Solana, and that was 2019. So Bonk, but it don't do shit price wise, huh? You think that one will ever do anything?
I think so, yeah. Am I
Pancake
actually
swap.
using my microphone this time?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I meant to ask that
They
like 2 hours
close.
ago.
They close in 8 minutes over here, so I might have to jump
All
off
right,
in
you're
a few
good.
minutes.
You're
But
good,
keep
brother.
going. Jupiter. Jupiter's what?
I like
20 minutes.
Aerodrome.
Aerodrome is on Coinbase, right? That's a decent little DEX.
Yeah. Yeah, it's on base.
Curve.
Injective. Oh, injective. My little mother injective. We like injective, man.
Look at FET, dude. Remember FET JI? Remember
Yeah.
that was around in 2019.
Yep. Fat.
Virtuals is at
Immutable
83.
X. Immutable X was my jam, dude. I loved Immutable X. EtherFi, I still like, dude. I still like EtherFi.
I still hold some virtuals
Virtual.
protocol, and I still have that one I got on there with the Larry Fink, but it's the Pepe Frog.
Yeah.
Vader is what it's called. Vader.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, this one right
Look at
here.
the
Look.
graph. Look at the graph. 4 cents.
Oh man.
Coins that actually do shit ain't worth shit.
Right. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the top 100,
a
man.
good play like that, you guys. If you're interested,
Morpho, I think will do good.
the graph and Chainlink are two coins that
Mm-hmm.
actually do something in the space.
The graph, EtherFi, I like. Virtuals, FET. Dude, there's too many.
Curve is good. I like
Curve, yeah. They're Sky now, right?
Curve, MakerDAO changed their name too, didn't they? Fucked everybody
Where's?
up.
Yeah, I think they're Sky now. I think this was Curve. Maybe no. What's the other one? The other layer one started with an F.
Sky is MakerDAO, right?
MakerDAO. That's right. Yep,
They changed
that's
their
right.
name to Sky. How much is that right now? 5 cents? That ain't even
5 cents.
Would they rebrand? MakerDAO used to be $2,500 a freaking coin.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Official Trump coin. Boy, dodge that bullet. Joe Milo didn't.
He didn't?
He got wrecked on that.
Oh, man,
I told
did
him
he?
stay away from it, too. I said, stay away from it.
Dude, I bought in late and then immediately sold. I was like, this is a dumb idea. Why am I doing this? And I sold it right back, dude, like literally within 20 seconds. I was like, this is stupid. What am I doing? I know better than this.
Dude, Bitcoin pumped over $400 since we've been streaming, man. So
Yeah.
92.7 now almost. So she's having that little come up. Let's see if she'll go to 94.
Yeah, I think we do, man. I think that we'll get that right shoulder filled. At least. At the very least, we'll get that right shoulder filled. So
Very good. Very good.
yeah, man.
We might have to wrap it up, ladies and gents.
Yeah, we've been streaming for holy smokes. All right, guys, I think that's gonna do it. That is gonna do it. Hang tight. We got plans. We got plans for going down. We got plans for going up. We know what to expect. We're expecting the unexpected, and we're gonna be prepared for all of this, guys. So make sure you tune in next Thursday. Make sure you're following us, like, share, all that good stuff, man. We appreciate you guys. Much love and until next time. Peace out.